2003 Darlington. You win in one of the most historical finishes in NASCAR history. You and Kurt Busch. How the hell y'all didn't wreck a lap before, I don't know, because I can feel that racetrack as I'm talking to you right now. You come off of turn 4 and you beat him at that time, the closest finish in NASCAR history. Tell me about that whole deal.
So there's a short version, but I'm not going to give you that.
Give me the good stuff.
You have to go back a year.
Oh, yeah.
I win the pole position the year before, 2002, and I wake up that morning knowing today's the day I'm going to win the race, and I jump out to the lead, and Steve Park had come back from his injuries, and he was running crazy fast, and he and I were battling like it was the closing laps. We come upon a lap car, and we friggin' wreck. We wreck, leading or battling for the lead, and I threw up in my mouth. I was so disgusted with myself. And I sat in the infield with the window net up and I wouldn't do interviews. I just hate myself for what I did because I know better. It's Darlington. You race the track. You do not race each other. A year later, we qualified horrible, like 30th. Scott Miller asks me, are we all right? And I go, oh my God, we're better than all right. We were so good in practice, but we weren't lightning fast. But I learned the year before, you don't need to be lightning fast. And we get into the race, and I swear to you, Kenny, I only remember being passed by one car all day, and that was Kurt Busch late in the race. Like, we methodically moved forward. And the last segment, last 40 laps, I literally had something left in the tank. I saved it for when it mattered most. And that was the tail end of my career. And maybe I knew it. Maybe I knew it subconsciously. That was the beginning of Kurt's career. Yeah. And he was lightning fast. And I caught him and I passed him and I bumped him and he got pissed off and he jacked me up with 2 laps to go, turned me sideways, went back by me, and everybody thought the race was over. And I said to myself, I got one more chance. I mean, in the moment, I said, there's no way I'm going to pass this prick. Okay? I'm mad in the car because he jacked.
You have to wreck him.
But I said, I'm so much better than him in 3 and 4 that I just got to beat him back to the line off of 4. And I did not expect the finish to be what it was. I maintain he came down on me coming off of 4. He maintains I slid out. I think it was a combination of the two things. And it was some of the best driving I did in my life, the last 500 yards, right? But that race defines me, which, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
I mean, that race defines me. Otherwise, people might be talking about my Talladega wreck or whatever. That's all people want to talk about. And I really believe that maybe I might have had enough equity with God that he said, hey, I'm going to give you this, but this is all you're getting. Okay, you're done. Because that was really kind of the tail end of my career. Now, the real irony to this discussion is that I didn't really care for Kurt. I mean, it went back to a couple things that didn't even involve me. For instance, Kurt went 3 wide at Rockingham and wrecked Terry Labonte. And the next week he came in and he said, should I go? I saw him and he goes, hey, should I go talk to Terry? And I said, that would be a good idea. Yeah. And he goes, why? I mean, I'm just racing. I said, no, nobody wrecks Terry. Nobody wrecks Terry. And he went over and apologized and it was good. But Kurt was ruffling a lot of feathers early on, right? Since that win, Kurt has become a very good friend. And he has championed this race and this event. In fact, we're doing a deal at New Hampshire Speedway in September. We're reliving this together at New Hampshire. And he's just a wonderful guy. I think the world of Kurt, and he's been a real credit to the sport. And he's had his adversity, and he never ran from it. And I think the world of Kurt because of how we connected.